Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of the Impact Plays Spoiler Cast, where we do spoilers for the latest things out there. This time around we are doing a spoiler review for Venom 2, Let There Be Carnage, the latest film that is out now. So, and my rating, my overall rating in the film was decent, but I felt like they could have done a whole lot better with the visuals. I felt like when I originally saw the trailers, I felt like it was like 480 or even maybe 720p. But when I actually saw it in theaters, I felt the same way. They didn't do it enough justice in the film with Carnage alone. Carnage, they could have done so much visuals and effects with him. Even though the effects were pretty decent, but they could have done a much spectacular job with it. So literally, and then the birth of Carnage is not what I expected as well, where Venom forces, what's his name? Let me look it up real quick. So I have an idea. Eddie Brock. No, Eddie Brock is him. Give me a second, folks. Cast. Let's see. Cassidy, I believe, is his name. Let's go to the IMDb site. Yeah, Cassidy, played by Woody Harrelson. So, like, I felt like the story, they could have done lot more with it as well. And the birth of Carnage was not what I expected at all. So literally, Venom kind of didn't want to take this guy. He wanted to kill him. But then, of course, Eddie doesn't like killing, and then he told him no eating people and all that stuff, right, with all the science. So he forces Cassidy to take a bite out of Eddie, and then Eddie doesn't necessarily have blood, but he has venom inside of him. So he got a taste of venom, of Venom himself, and of course that venom transformed into Carnage as soon as he took that inside of him, without going into exact details. But once he did that, then he started developing. Carnage started developing within him as he was being given the serum that was supposed to end his life. Instead, it I believe that serum that was supposed to kill him actually was that thing that actually pushed Carnage out even further than he was supposed to. And then we go further into the film, essentially where Carnage develops into his own being with Cassidy, and then of course they free Shriek as well, assuming that she was killed beforehand, but no. And then they literally have their own goals. Carnage wanted to kill one at their supposed wedding, where Carnage wanted to kill Venom essentially. Cassidy wanted to kill Eddie, and then Shriek wanted to kill what's his name, the detective that shot her. Where is he? Mulligan. And then once we did that, but I felt like it had like not too much comedic elements within the film. That was just they were doing too much with it. I felt like it was just enough. Yeah. So we go further into the film. They have that big fight, of course, and then what was surprising was Venom defeats Carnage by eating him. I'm like, huh? Huh? I expected some, even in the post-credit scene, I expected at least, like, two post-credit scenes. The first one being Carnage was somehow still alive, And the second one which is the first one, which we'll get into that later on. We'll discuss that with you guys. But yeah, literally, it was a decent film, but I feel like they could have done so much better with the visuals. So with that in mind, I felt like I can't give it a B. I would have to give it a C plus. Not even a B minus, a C plus because of the visuals alone. Could have done so much better with it. But I did like the story. I did it. I guess I kind of enjoyed the story. So I guess between a C plus and like a B minus in between there. Well, I wouldn't know exactly which rating to give it. So I would give it like a 2.7 out of a 5-star rating essentially. So between a 2.5 and a 3. So that's the rating I feel like is deserving of this film. But yeah, so we're gonna go more into now we're gonna move on to the post-credit scene and our theories and our thoughts on it as well. So there's only one post-credit scene, but essentially we saw Eddie in a hotel room. Out of nowhere, even him himself, he found himself watching a Spanish opera. And she's like, "Where the heck am I?" And he's like, "No, I love it." And then Venom was like, "I love the show because he's his own person as well. He has his own characteristics and traits." But yeah, literally. And then Venom says to Eddie, like, I have so much knowledge that spans beyond this universe, eons and eons out of knowledge, and then you would like to share that with me? Would you like me to share that with you? And it's like, sure. But Venom's like, your puny brain cannot fathom the knowledge that I possess. And then fine, Venom's like, fine, I'll give you a taste. And then, literally, what we saw will shock you. If you guys haven't watched it, I would suggest pausing this until you watch the film plus the post credit scene. Okay, that we saw, or we assumed that was Venom was trying to share his knowledge with Eddie. That was happening, but it wasn't the cause of it. Like literally, the room started shaking, and then even the TV even changed on its own, to where the scene in Spider-Man No Way Home, where Mysterio reveals Peter Parker's identity as Spider-Man. That's the scene that we see from a clip from the Daily Bugle's news channel, essentially. And then Venom immediately transformed into his full self. And then it's like, and then it seemed as though Venom actually knows of Spider-Man, either in this universe or even the multiverse. So I feel like this could take so many different routes. They could take so many different routes with it. And in the upcoming Spider-Man film, because we know Doctor Strange is gonna be in it, even a step beyond with the Spider-Man multiverse after that the new Spider-Man film that is supposed to release this year. So I'm definitely excited for it nonetheless. I feel like they could go like so many different routes, and all we can do is speculate and just assume. But nonetheless, all we have is wait until official confirmation and we get an official trailer or some kind that intertwines the Venom universe with MCU, which I'm definitely excited for. Hopefully, they do some sort of crossover as well, some form of partnership with Sony Interactive Entertainment and Disney. But regardless of the fact, we're gonna roll back a little bit. Literally, Venom and Eddie's relationship is really something. Literally, they had a huge fight where Venom went on his own way, and then literally couldn't survive essentially without Eddie. And then, but instead of going, he went back to Eddie, but he wanted Eddie to fully apologize to him. Say you're sorry. I want to hear you beg, which is really something. But it was an enjoyment. So I feel like I'm gonna go with the B minus. But star rating like a 2.75. So that is my rating, my thoughts on the film. So I hope you guys, if you guys haven't already watched it, be sure to do so, and then come back to this video and let us know your thoughts in the comments. Hit the like button if you guys enjoyed the spoiler cast, and definitely share this video amongst everyone you know, alongside social media, and just help us elevate this show to new heights where we know we can take it. And also be sure to check out the Empire Play podcast, where we amplify voices in the gaming, entertainment, sports, and even the music worlds. Where we also discuss the top news and give you our hottest takes. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate every single one of you. Be sure to check us out on social as well. Join our Discord, and then have a great one, folks. Until next time.